Oh, yeah, because I'm the first one. And it's recording. I know, because we're going to stand first. Hi, Tessa.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
I'm excited.
Avery's on here.
What'd you say?
Avery's on here. Hey.
Yeah. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good.
They're doing that. Her and my other daughter are doing the class in there.
Say what?
Her and my other daughter, they're going to do the class on Avery's computer.
Okay. Cool.
Swirl them.
Hey.
Do I need to increase my volume? Can you hear me, Tessa?
I can hear you now. I think it was when you returned. I think you were away from it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I can see you now though, or I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. All right. Not a lot of people on here yet, but anyway, did you see my post about some kind of broom or Swiffer?
Yes. Yes, I have one.
Okay, cool. What have you been doing?
Been staying busy working.
Oh, good.
Yeah. There's been lots to do. So
Nice.
Paige and Summer and I have been like doing stuff on the daily, pretty much like all day. So we're just trying to like stay creative with finding ways to like keep bringing money in and stuff, obviously like with this virtual membership and stuff.
Yeah. Is it working okay?
Yeah, I think we have like close to 60 members on it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, I think people have been enjoying it. But yeah, just like fielding questions and stuff like that from members, of course, you know, how they can be. So
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah.
that's good. Do
Yeah,
you have to do anything with the stars dancing?
no, right now we've not been doing anything. So that's been kind of sad. We like right now it's just on hold. So we'll just have to see how that goes. But I've been taking like some virtual dance classes and stuff like that. So
That's good.
stay active and stay in shape and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, my youngest daughter still doing her virtual dance classes
Oh
in
yeah.
the evening on
Nice.
Zoom.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah. Have you done one of these yet? Taken one of these classes yet?
I haven't. No, this is actually my first one.
Okay, I haven't either. I haven't. It's always at a time when I can't do it or it runs into another appointment.
Right.
Somebody's asking where's the link. I can copy it. Someone's asking where the link is.
Oh, yeah.
Hi. Is this with Lorri? Am I in the wrong place? Oh, there you
I'm
are.
here. I'm just.
I had so much trouble trying to get in.
You did? Okay. Why?
Okay.
I'm trying to copy the link for someone else that's asking. So. Judith. All right. There, she got it. All right, how's everybody doing? I don't see anybody. Judith and Reagan, are y'all gonna turn your videos on?
Oh, I thought it was on. Sorry. And then we need to mute, right?
Yes.
Okay.
After we talk about what we need, if you want. Reagan, hi Reagan. All right, so if you guys have a broom or a Swiffer, I have this Swiffer too. This is just like a bigger head. It doesn't really matter what you have. Turning them. I also thought one of these could work. So, if you guys have some, if you don't have anything, that's okay. I'm using this. Those. All right. Judith, do you want to turn your camera down a little bit so I can see you more? All right. And now we'll just go ahead and get started. And I can mute you guys, but you can also mute yourself. Where's the mute? Oh, yeah. I don't want to mute myself. Where's the, I always forget where this is. Oh, here we go. Okay. All right, so we're gonna start standing. We're just gonna stretch our shoulders. So if you have one of these and one side is heavier, if you feel like your arm is getting tired at any time, just switch it over. It doesn't matter when. I'm not gonna cue to turn it. I just want you to feel it in your own body. If it gets really heavy, to change it over to the other side. All right, so we're just gonna start with our feet parallel, hip width apart, and we're just gonna lift our arms up and back, find that stretch, and then lower. And keep going up and down, just gently stretching the shoulders. And breathing, start finding your breath, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth. And then Last one like this. And then let's start going around the world. So just circling those arms. And then let's reverse. Keeping those arms as straight as you can. Start feeling your abdominals start pulling up and in. Last one. And hold it down. So now we're just going to bend our elbows and just push the bar up and pull it down. Up and lower. Just breathing. And all the Pilates principles apply here. So you're just pulling those abs in and up. Making sure you're not dumping in the low back like this. Make sure you're lifted tall through that spine. Last 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to press it forward. Push and pull. Push and pull. Press forward, pull back. Find a little bit of squeeze between those shoulder blades behind you as you pull those elbows back, just to start warming them up. And 3, 2, and 1. Now let's press up, forward, up, lower, front, back. Good. 3 more. And last 1. Lift and press. Now lower those arms all the way down. Take an inhale, lift the arms up to the ceiling. Feel your arms pulling that bar apart, like you're trying to break it in the middle. So you'll feel these lat muscles right here activate. Let's reach up to the ceiling. Keep your hips stable as you reach over to your right. Stretching that side nice and gently. Lifting up through the center and over to the left. Lifting up through the center, inhale. Exhale as you reach up and over to the right. Inhale through the center, 1 more to the left. And then lift up to the ceiling and lower down. All right, just breathe for a second. So now we're gonna step onto your mat or anything that feels comfortable for your feet. You're gonna place the flat side, even if it's a broom, you're gonna press that side down to the floor. So you have this handle in front of your sternum. You're gonna bring your heels together, toes apart. Okay, we're gonna work some legs here. All right, so just bring your heels together, toes apart, zip your legs, pull those abs in, lengthen that tailbone down the back of your legs, so keep the back of the legs engaged. Lift your heels and lower. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. As you lift the heels, press into those big toes. Make sure you're keeping your legs together. The bottom of those glutes are squeezing tight, and you're pulling up from the pelvic floor muscle all the way up through the top of the head. 3, 2. On this last one, let's hold our heels up. Hold it up and bend your knees. Just a little bend to begin. So you make a diamond. I'm going to scoot back so you guys can see me. So you're just making a little diamond with those knees, but you're still pulling those abs up and your tailbone is reaching down to the floor. And then zip the legs up. And then lower and lift. Nice and gentle first. You'll feel this start to warm you up. Just bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Last one, small. Let's lift up, lower the heels, take a breath. Lift back up. See if you can go even lower. So as you bend your knees, you can walk your hands down the pole. And then as you lift, you can come back up, all the way zipping the legs. And lower, 2, and lift, 2. And lower, 2, and lift, 2. Now you're going down where this doesn't hurt your knees. If you have any knee issues, you're going down where you feel like you can go down today, and then you're zipping all the way back up. Good. Judith, what does this remind you of? Oh yeah, you're on mute, sorry. Last one. Does this remind you of footwork at the bar? Hold it up, lower those heels. Shake it out. All right, let's bring our feet parallel and all the way together. So, parallel feet, all the way together, just lift your heels. And lower. And lift. And lower. So when you lift those heels, your ankle bones stay together so that you don't roll out onto those pinky toes. You'll feel it because you'll feel your ankles push out to the side. So you want to keep those ankle bones together as much as you can. And breathe. Last two. And one. Lower down. Take a breath. We're going back up. Lift those heels. Now, go down where you can go. So let's do a little bend first. Now, when you bend, you're squeezing those knees together, squeezing those thighs together, and straighten. Bend and straighten. Little bend, lift all the way. So keeping those heels up, legs together, and breathe. Last two. Last one. Lift all the way up, lower the heels, take a breath, and lift the heels. Now we're gonna go lower. So you're gonna lower, walk your hands down the pole, wherever you can go, and then you lift back up. Squeeze those knees together as you lower, and as you lift, you squeeze and pull up through the abs. Lower, two, and lift. Two. Last two. And lift. Two. Last one. Lower, lower, and lift. Lift. Lower those heels. Shake that out. Woo! All right. Let's go to our wide V. And this time we're going to lift our pull in front of our chest. All right, so toes are turned out about 10 and 2 o'clock. We don't want to go all the way out to the 9 and 3 because then we won't have any balance. All right, so feet are wider than hip width. Just keep those arms not out in front of you. The hands are slightly wider than shoulder width. All right. Lower down into your squat, your pause. Just check your knees, make sure they're open, make sure you can see your big toes, and then stand up, squeeze those legs together. And lower and lift. Lower and lift. So tailbone is going straight down to the floor. I'm going to turn to the side, you guys stay where you are. Tailbone straight down to the floor, back is nice and loosened, as if you were on the reformer. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Good, keep going. Last two. Last one. Now we lower down and hold. Here we go. Hold it here. Now pulses down, down, down. 8, 7, 6. Keep those abs pulled up, shoulders down your back. Pull that bar apart. Keep those arms engaged. And last one, stand. Take a big inhale. Exhale, lower. Now, lower the right heel, lower. Left heel lift and lower. Right heel lift and lower. Left and right. Now, as you're doing this, lower your hips down a little bit more. Judith, you can do it. Let's go. Last one with the left. Now lift the right. Hold it there. Now Make sure your weight is even between both legs, pressing into those right toes. Lower down, pulse, and pulse, pulse, pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stand all the way up, lower the right heel. Take a breath. Inhale, exhale, lower into your squat. Lift your left heel. Press into that left big toe and pulse, pulse, pulse. 5, 2, 1, lift. Lower that heel, walk your heel toe in. Woo, let's take a roll down. Keep your heels together, toes apart, arms go up. Big inhale through the nose, big exhale, roll down. Feel your spine articulate, one vertebrae at a time. Hands hit the mat, stretch the legs, squeeze the back of the legs to scoop those abs, and roll up. All the way, hold it here. Arms are up, shoulders are down. Let's shrug our shoulders up, drop them down. Shrug the shoulders, drop them down. Now keep those elbows straight. Shrug up, drop them down. Shrug and drop. Last one. Drop those shoulders, grow a little taller through the top of the head. Squeeze those glutes, back of the legs, squeezing. Reach up to the ceiling and over to your right. Use your obliques to lift you back up through center and over to the left. And lift back up through center and over to the right. Using the breath. Inhale to lift, exhale to side bend. One more each time. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And come back up, lower the arms. Let's go back into our wide second. All right, so toes are just about opening out 10 and 2 o'clock. Lift those arms up in front. Lower those hips down into your squat. So remember, change your room if you need to, okay? So from here, keep your lower body stable, so hip bones facing forward. Rotate your upper body to the right. And back through the center, inhale. As you rotate to the left, feel those abdominals wringing out like a dishcloth, and back through the center. Now keep those shoulders down. As you rotate, you're growing taller through the top of the head, not the shoulders. Back through the center, and rotate to the left, and back through center. Stand up, walk your feet in, and let me check my notes. Take a breath, take some water. Shake your legs. All right. All right, so, oh yes. Let's come down to the mat. We're gonna sit on the mat. And I'm gonna have to move my computer. All right, so making sure y'all can see. Okay. Okay. There's my dog. Come on, Sunny. All right, I'm gonna push myself up. Judith, is there any way you can turn your camera down so I can see you? Just a little. Yay, thanks. All right, so let's reach the feet are gonna be flat on the mat. Bend your knees. Let's bring our legs all the way together. I like finding that midline connection with the inner thighs. Cute dog, Tessa. Reach the bar in front of you, sit really tall. Can you find that long lengthened spine, pretending you're sitting on up against a wall? From here, curl the pelvis, scoop the abs, roll back. Let's roll all the way down. Keep the knees bent, shoulders go down, head goes down, arms go overhead. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift head. Roll all the way up and lengthen the spine. So if this doesn't feel good on your back, you can just roll a little bit back. If you don't curl your spine, you can take a hinge, but don't go all the way to the mat, okay? Just your options for different spines. All right, sit tall, pull that bar apart, curl the tailbone, scoop the abs, sorry. My door doesn't close. Reach the arms overhead. Take an inhale, lift the arms to the ceiling. Lift the head, scoop into the abs to roll up and lengthen at the top. So you're squeezing those legs together. Curl, scoop those abs. Roll down nice and slow. Arms go overhead, inhale. Exhale slowly as you lift those arms. You lift the head, you squeeze the legs, and you scoop into the abs to roll up and lengthen tall. This time, we're only going halfway back. So curl that pelvis, scoop the abs, roll halfway back, pause. So here's our little half roll back. Lift your chest an inch, lower back an inch. Lift an inch, lower back an inch. As you're doing this, you're keeping the belly button pulled in. Your eyes are looking forward, shoulders down and back. Last one. Lift all the way up, reach those arms. Overhead. So from here, keep your feet pressed into the floor and keep squeezing your legs. You're gonna hinge back. It might only be an inch or two, it's okay. You're gonna lift the rib cage, hinge with a straight back, maybe an inch or two, and then come back up. Wherever you can go without letting your low back round. Hinge and lift. Hinge, scoop those abs and lift. It might only be a little inch, it's okay. Hinge and lift. Last one. Good. Now let's bring your feet together, open your knees out to the side. Just let your bar lay down in front of your feet. Hold on to your ankles. Let's take a forward fold so we can stretch those legs. Pressing the elbows into the knees. Breathing. Good. All right. Take your bar back in your hands. Sit tall. Legs together. You're squeezing those legs towards each other. Okay. So you can flip that broom if you need to. If you haven't done so already. Lift the arms up to the ceiling. Stay lifted tall on those sit bones. Now, when you lift your arms up, make sure you're not going too far back to push your head forward. Bring those arms slightly in front of your face so your shoulders can be down your back. That's it. Take an inhale, lift tall. Exhale, twist towards your camera or to your right. And back through the center. Inhale and rotate to the left. Back through center and rotate right. Good. I'm going to watch you guys. You keep going. Inhale through the center and rotate to the left. Good. Back through the center and lower those arms. Stretch your legs out in front of you and just fold forward. Keep the bar on the back of those toes if you can. Really stretching. All right, now we're rolling all the way down to the mat. So sit tall, reach your arms in front of you, curl the tailbone out from under you. Start rolling the spine, one bone at a time, all the way down. Good, all right. So we're gonna go into single leg stretch. So keep your bar in your hand, bringing your leg into tabletop. Tailbone is really heavy on your back, knees are over hips. And then legs are all the way together. So see if you can bring your And see if you can bring your feet in line with your knees. And then lift the head and shoulders if you're curling up today. Curl head and shoulders up. Reach that bar over the knees. Okay. Now reach the right leg out to your straight diagonal. Pull it back in. Left leg reaches and pulls in. As you reach the right leg, you pull the abs in and up and pull it back in. There you go. So keeping those hands just reaching straight over the knees, you keep switching legs. Good. Press that bar forward as you curl up, chin to chest, curling up from those abs across the ribs. Last one with the left. And then pull both knees in, lower your head. You can rest the bar on your knees. Take a little stretch. All right, and then going up 4, double leg stretch. Okay. Arms are up to the ceiling. Bring your right leg to tabletop. Left leg to tabletop. Okay. The bars directly over your shoulders. All right. Yes. All right. Head and shoulders up. Look your eyes into your abdominals. Keep your legs together. Reach both legs out with an inhale. Exhale, pull them back in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. One more like this, then we'll add some arms. Now, reach your legs out, hold. Reach your arms back by your ears. Pull the hands towards the knees. Knees in, arms, bar over knees. Inhale, reach arms, reach legs. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull. One more, reach and pull. Lower head and rest the bar on your knees. Pull those knees in and rock your head. Shake your head side to side. All right. Go ahead and take the bar behind your leg, behind your knee, and then use that to rock yourself up. Good. All right, we're going into rolling like a ball. If your spine doesn't allow you to roll, you don't have to roll like a ball. You can just balance on your sit bones and lower the feet. All right, so for those of you that are gonna roll, the bar comes right up under the back of those legs, and you're pulling the bar into your legs, and your elbows are bent to the side. And then you're gonna look down into your abdominals, curl that tailbone back just a little bit so you're on the back of the tailbone and off the back of the sit bones, right? Shoulders down, nice long neck. Start sliding your feet in towards your hips and lift your feet to find your balance, okay? So you're gonna tuck your chin into your chest, keep it there. I'm turned to look at you so I can tell you, so y'all can hear me. So keep your chin tucked into your chest, scoop your belly button back into your spine, and you're gonna roll back to the tips of the shoulder blades and right back up, back and up. So inhale back, exhale up. It helps to press your legs into the bar and pull your abs away from your thighs. Inhale, exhale. Good. So keep your spine rounded back and up, using those abs. Inhale, exhale. There you go. Back and up. You shouldn't have to move your feet. You should keep your feet as close to your hips as you can. Good. 2 more. And last one. Nice, Judith. Come up, find a balance. Good, Tessa. All right, place those feet down. So we're gonna start sitting here. We're gonna do a little bit of teaser, but we're gonna start from sitting and then we'll roll down. Okay. So reaching those arms out in front. Remember to change your broom side if you need to. All right, so reaching out, Arms out straight in front of your shoulders. Again, we're curling back just off the back, just off the tip of the tailbone and sit bones so that we're balanced on the back of our pelvis. Lift your right leg to tabletop, left leg to tabletop, squeeze them together. So this is our teaser. This is the starting point of teaser. If you can straighten your legs, you can do that. You don't have to, you can stay bent. Your arms are parallel to your legs. You're holding it, using those low abs. You bend your knees, and you place your feet down and sit tall. All right, reach those arms out in front. Curl back to that half roll back position. Lift your right leg, left leg. So your low abs are working so hard to keep those legs up. Now, you can either keep those legs bent or you can straighten them into your teaser and lift your hands to a high diagonal. Bend your knees, place your feet down and sit tall. Woo. All right. Judith's telling me no. It's okay. Let's roll all the way down to lay on the floor, on the mat. So we're gonna try rolling up. If you don't feel like rolling up today, that's fine. You don't have to roll all the way up. So this is how we do it. Arms are up above the shoulders. Legs come to the tabletop. All right. So you're gonna take an inhale, lift the head and shoulders. On your exhale, you start reaching those legs out and curling up. Remember, you can keep your knees bent. You can keep them straight. Or you can just come halfway up and stay there. And then start rolling down from the tailbone, low back, ribs, shoulders, pull the knees in. So the knees come to the tabletop at the end. Take an inhale, lift the head. Reach the legs to your 45. Start rolling up. Find that teaser. If it's bent knees or straight. And then start curling into yourself, chin to chest, curl your tailbone, and roll down. Pulling those knees in at the end. All right. Let's come up for, let's put your cute little broom down beside you. And let's turn over for some back extension. So you're gonna lay on your stomach. There we go. Actually, I'm just gonna put you guys over here. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna start with our legs, hip width apart, externally rotated, toes and knees out to the side. And one hand on top of the other, elbows down, forehead on the hands. Now you guys keep your forehead on your hands. I'm gonna talk you through this because I don't wanna talk into the mat. So keep those legs nice and straight, externally rotated, so toes and knees are turned out to the side. You're pressing those legs down into the floor and tightening those quadriceps and your glutes. So everything's pressed into the floor. All right, zip your abs, pull them away from the mat. You're gonna lift your head, hands, and arms and chest off the mat. So your hands stay on your forehead as you lift your chest and head. And then lower back down. Good. So pressing those hip bones into the floor, you lift the upper body using the abs, keeping the neck long, back of the neck really long, and then lower back down. Good. You press those legs down, keep them pressed into the floor to lift your chest, head, and arms. And lower. Tessa, you're the only one I can see. Lengthen through the top of the head and lift only where you can keep that back of the neck long. There you go. Good. And lower. As you lift, you're pulling your belly button away from the floor. Lift. Ooh, Judith, thank you. Last one, lift. Oh, good. Look at you, Judith, and lower. Now, keep your upper body down. Shoulder blades are just nice and reaching away from your neck, so they're plugged into your back. Straighten those legs like someone's pulling your legs out of your hip sockets. So they're really straight and your tailbone is lengthening down the back of the legs. Lift both legs up, lift your thighs off the floor and lower down. Good. Lift those legs, thighs come off and lower. And lift and lower. Good. 3 more. Someone's lengthening those legs to pull them up. You lengthen long to lift, lengthen long to lower. You can keep them hip width apart. Lift and lower. Now let's do both. So you're going to be balancing on your hip bones. So lift your legs, lift your chest and head, and then lower down with control. And lift those legs. Reach them long to lift, reach your neck long to lift, and lengthen everything to lower. Good, 2 more. Lift and lower. 1 more. And lower down. All right, push yourself back into your rest pose to take a little stretch. Okay. And then we're going to do some side planks. Okay, so coming up, let's see. Good, we have time. Whoops. Okay, so the side that has your broom or Swiffer is going to be down towards the floor for the beginning of this. So you're coming to your elbow. You're going to start on your elbow. Elbow goes directly under the shoulder. Your knees are stacked, one on top of the other, and the knees are slightly in front of the hips, and the elbow is in line with the hip, the bottom hip. Okay, so you're going to press the Swiffer down, and I want you to really press it with that arm. So the arm that's on the pole, you're pressing down. The elbow that's on the floor, you're pressing into the floor to connect that bottom shoulder so we're not sagging, right? We don't want to do this. You want to lift that bottom oblique away from the floor. There you go. All right, you're going to press your knees down into the floor to lift your hips and press your arm and press into all your anchor points. And you're going to lower your hips down. And you can reach that Swiffer or broom away from you so you can lengthen the arm a little bit. Press down to lift the hips and lower. Now, you have the option to straighten the legs. You have the option to do straight legs. I'm going to keep mine bent. And press and lower. This is full range here. Press and lower. Now, we're going to lift and hold. You know, lift those hips up, hold. Now, you're going to do little pulses up, 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 up. 3, 2, 1, lower down. All right, now we're coming up to our hands. So, same thing, the hand is pressed into the floor, the broom is pressed into the floor. Plug your shoulder down your back so we're not sagging like this. You don't want your shoulder like this, that'll hurt. All right, you press down into your knees, hand and broom to lift your hips. And then lower, and lift, and lower. So you're pressing down into all anchor points. Now, option, you can straighten those legs. Good. Last one, you're gonna hold it up, and we're gonna pulse the hips up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. All right, let's swing our legs over to the other side. And then we'll do our other side. So coming down to that elbow first, knees are stacked, elbow directly under your shoulder. Remember, push the elbow into the floor to lift your bottom oblique. All right, so push the broom down, push into your elbow and your knee to lift your hips. And lower. And lift. And lower. So keeping those shoulders away from the ears, lift and lower. Remember, option is to straighten the legs. Lower, lift, lower. Last one, hold it up. Pulse the hips up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower down. Come up onto that hand. I think that light is shining into your eyes. Okay. So hand down, knees down, broom down, lift those hips. Good, lower down. Full range first. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Last two. Lift up, hold. Remember, option to straighten. Lift the hips up, up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. You can put that broom to the side. All right, let's do a little mermaid stretch. So your knees are bent to one way. You can either stack them like this, or you can do your Z-sit. Whichever one feels better. Both hips are facing forward, shoulders facing forward. Take your hand onto your bent leg. Reach the other arm up and reach over. In that stretch. And come up, bring your arms to a T. Take that hand slowly to the floor, elbow to the floor. Reach the other arm up and over. Exhale all that air. Inhale to come up. Exhale, reach up and over to your bent knee. Inhale up. Exhale over. And then come up. Let's go over one more time and then rotate to that bent leg and try to get that hand on the knee and then find that rotation through that oblique and the side. And then come up and switch the legs to the other side. Whether you do your Z-sit or your stack, either one is fine. Reach this other arm up and lean over to that bent knee. And then come up. Hand goes down, elbow goes down. Reach the arm up and over. Exhaling that breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you reach up and over. Really stretching the side right here, reaching the fingertips, and then come up to your T and over to the mat. Neck is long. Make sure the shoulders aren't bunched up into the neck. Pull them away from your neck. And then come up. Take that rotation. So reach up and over. Rotate to that leg. Hand on the knee. See if you can pull yourself a little further. And then come up. All right, we're going to end with some planks. Yay! All right. So come to your hands and knees. We always got to check our placement first. That didn't help. Okay, so hands under shoulders, knees under hips. So make sure your knees are as wide as your hips and your hands are as wide as your shoulders. Yes, you can come down to elbows. So straighten the right leg, straighten the left leg, find your plank. All right, lift your hips up, crease at your hip sockets to push yourself back into a down dog. And then pull yourself back forward, find your plank. And lift up. So you can do this on your elbows too. Push back into down dog, come back into plank. Judith, I'm gonna show you on the elbows. Yeah, just like that, perfect, just like that. You lift, you push away from the elbows, pull back over the elbows. Push away and pull back. Good. So it can be done on elbows or hands. Down dog to plank. Last one. Find your plank, hold it. Breathe, inhale, exhale, and bring your knees down. Sit back into your rest pose. And breathe. Let's do one more. So come to your hands and knees. Okay, or elbows. Remember, you can do this on your elbows. Okay, just make sure the elbows are under the shoulders, wrists under shoulders. Straighten your legs into your plank, wherever that is. Glutes are tight, legs are tight. So make sure those glutes aren't just hanging out in the wind. Keep your hips stable. Bend your knees down to the floor. Straighten. Bend. Straighten. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, use your breath. 1, straighten, hold. Hold your plank, hold and hold. Keep holding. Just breathe. Inhale, exhale. 1 more big breath. Bring the knees down. Sit back, find your stretch. And then tuck your tailbone, round your spine up, stacking on top of your hips. Let's take a big inhale, reach for the sky. Big exhale, lower those arms. Big inhale, lift. Now, bring those arms down, clasp them behind your back. Push those hands back, open your chest, look your eyes to the ceiling. Stretch your chest. And then bring those arms around to the front, clasp them in the front. Turn the palms away from your chest. Press the hands forward as you round your spine forward, but pull your abs back. Inhale, lift the arms to the ceiling, look forward, lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower those arms. And you guys are done. Thank you. I'm gonna unmute you guys. Hey, Elizabeth. I forget how to do this. Manage participants. There we go.
There we go.
Thanks for joining. What, Judith? You have to unmute yourself. Elizabeth, did you just join?
Yeah, last minute.
Oh.
A little on the late side.
Well, we'll have to, when it
Hey, Tessa.
records, you can go back and do it. Did you bring your broom?
I have a lot of brooms. They travel well.
Judith, how's school going with your
Judith.
kids?
Who's that? Oh,
Oh,
Judith?
Judith, you have to unmute yourself.
Okay.
Oh, I did it.
Okay.
Whoops.
Yeah,
There you go.
it's going a little rough. Like, for the past 2 weeks, we've had assignments for them, but the school board has to decide how we're going to give them grades. We find that out tomorrow. And then we're going on a class called Edugenity. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Yeah, the honors kids are going to work on Edugenity, and the AP kids are still working in Google Classroom.
Oh.
And I use Zoom for like office hours.
Lessons. Yeah.
Office hours. And today in the honors office hours, crickets. Me and the crickets.
Oh.
But they have to check in once a week.
Yeah.
So as long as they turn the assignment in, I know that.
Yeah.
I've been emailing a lot more.
Yeah. Our kids work on Canvas.
See, yeah, I know some kids are working on
Both.
Canvas, but
They're on both. Like some of their assignments are on Google Classroom. Yeah. But
Yeah, well, we're
anyway.
gonna, for the honors kids, we're using Google Classrooms for announcements. And then
Oh,
they have to go into Edugenity and work on the assignment. They just started
Wow.
this week.
oh.
We found out
Have you
last
been able
week.
to do classes?
Yeah, they turn in their assignment, and then I've met a bunch of kids that have come on in the office hours, but they just want to talk.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but their assignments they're doing really well. So then feedback, and then I have Remind, so they can
Oh,
they
yeah.
can message me on Remind too. So plus email. So, but it's been interesting.
Hmm.
We'll find out the good stuff tomorrow, so I can tell them how they're going to be graded.
But have you been able to do any Pilates?
Yeah, I started this week, and I missed the class yesterday because I was binge watching something on Netflix. But I went. But I did. I went into the Google Drive and did one of the classes. You're my
Oh, yeah.
sister. Yeah.
I did that too. I saw Ashlyn's today. She's so cute. Oh my gosh, that baby.
Yeah. I've done 2 of Alicia's, and then I was supposed to do Maddie yesterday, and I am doing you and then Catherine on Friday. I'll try to remember not to watch watch Netflix. How are your kids doing with the quarantine?
They're doing okay. I mean, we have our ups and downs.
Yeah.
Pretty much good. Just trying to keep them from working
Work, yeah.
every single day, because they'll just work every day, and I'm like, you gotta schedule days off.
Yeah, we put assignments out on Mondays, and then they're due by Friday at 11:59 p.m.
Yeah, it started that way with us, but now they're like, oh, they're due Sunday at midnight.
Oh.
And then they get them on Monday. So if they don't schedule days off, they're going to be working every single day.
Yeah, they're going to go crazy. Yeah.
I'm not sure why they did that, because in the first week it was due Friday.
Yeah.
So
I think they should, so that they could have a weekend. They need that weekend. But,
yeah.
Nobody asked me, so.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for my seniors because of prom.
I know our prom is canceled. I don't know about graduation.
Yeah, I know. I thought it would be nice if in the summer, once we're free, if we actually had a summer graduation and a summer prom. That would be nice for them, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I just feel sorry for them about those 2 things. I can't believe I didn't start this.
So anyway.
So how are you doing, Tessa?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, I'm thankful for this class, and I'm thankful for all of the classes and all the many outlets that we can keep our bodies moving. I'm doing good. I'm working.
Oh, good. Yeah, you are working from
On
home.
your memberships, Edith.